methods that return a value compared to those that don't. So the purpose of this program is to find or to ask for the current salary from the user, and then to have another method calculate what they will be getting next year based on a certain rate of that they will get on their raise. So as we look at this, the very first thing, we have the declaration of the current salary, and then we have next year's salary declared. So you have two memory locations that are sitting there waiting, and so the question is posed for the user to enter the current salary. This line, of course, reads the input and stores it in current salary. So let's just say that the current salary is 500. Alright, so that's getting stored in current salary. And then next year's salary here is going to be assigned something, but it's going to take a little while to get here, because right now what we have is a method call. How do you recognize the method call? Well, you've got the name of a method right here. So new salary calc, so that's a clue that this is a method call. And then you've got the parentheses, okay, and so that it tells you have a method call. So this method call, notice, is not the entire line. It's on the other side of the assignment operator. So the value of this method call is going to be assigned to this variable right here. And so what's going to happen is, we've already seen that this has a value that's going to be passed to the method it's calling. So we have the current salary, which is 500. So 500 is going to be passed to the other method. So this method call wakes up and invokes this method, and notice that we have a declaration. The first thing that this called method's going to do is it's going to reserve a memory location named current. It's going to hold doubles, and so 500 is passed to this parameter variable, and it's stored in this variable location. So now this method can use the current salary of 500, where before it couldn't, because it was in a different method. So now in this method it's going to be able to use this 500. And so then the next thing that happens is, in this line, is that the variable new salary is now created or declared, and so you have a memory location for that. And then there's also a named constant called raise rate that is also declared, and it's assigned at the same time, which is typical, and it's going to be 1.10. That's going to be used to find the new salary. And so the next line down is going to assign a calculation to new salary. So it's going to take the current salary, which has been being called, and so that current is being called, it's 500, and then the raise rate is called, and that's 1.1. And then so those are multiplied together, and you get 550. So 550 is assigned to new salary. So this method has done what it was asked to do, which is determine the new salary. But there's one more thing it needs to do. It's going to return a value. So this is called a return statement. Alright, this is a return statement, and the return statement ends the method. There cannot be any more lines of code in this method following the return statement. So this is called a return statement. And it's going to call the value of the new salary, which is $550. And so it's going to return $550 back to the method call. And that's the important thing, is where does it return the value? It returns the value to the method call. And this is what some students forget. They get confused. Well, I don't know where it goes. It's easy. It goes right to the method call. It's like we've always been doing, is when a method finishes, it returns to the method call. No different here. It's only this time the compiler's not just going back to the method call. It's not just going to go back here. It's actually going to take a value, and it's going to take this value, and it's going to take the method call, and it's going to replace that method call with its value, which in this case is $550. And this is supposed to be $550. So I blew that. Anyways, alright. So $550. And so it returns the $550 to here. Now before we continue, there's something you need to know about return methods that return a value, and that is this. You notice we're returning new salary, the value of new salary. Well, what's important about new salary? New salary is a double. It was assigned or declared to be a double. Well, what's so important about that is that double is the return type. So right here, this right here, which has usually been void, the word void is now double. So this is returning, this is the return type. Now the return type can be an int, a double, or a string. It can really be any data type. For our purposes, we're going to return ints, doubles, and strings. Okay, so the difference in the method header between a method that returns a value and one that doesn't is one that doesn't is going to have void right here. But one that does return something, a value, is going to have either int, double, or string, or even it could have other data types. Alright, so this 550 has been passed back here to the method call, and so this method call now is replaced with 550. So next year's salary is assigned 550. And where to get the value from? It got it from the return value of the called method. And now, as it goes to the next line down, which is a print statement that says your current salary of, and then current salary is called, so 500 will increase to next year's salary, which is which I forgot to put 550. So this was assigned 550 here, and so 550 went into this memory location. And then it was called in this print statement here, and so it'll say it was increased to 550. Now this right here is another example of what could happen as well. So you have let's say that we did not have any of this. We could have just gone from here down to here and said your current salary of 500 will increase to, and notice right here you have the name of the method and you have parentheses. So this is a method call. So you can have a method call in a print statement. And so when the compiler gets to this, it then goes and invokes this method. This method does its thing, comes up with 550, and then it returns the 550 to right here. to this method call. And it replaces the method call with 550. And so the print statement says your current salary of $500 will increase to $550. And that's how it works.